Hello fairy finders and fairy seekers. Today I have kind of a special video for you, and it has to do with fairies and the gifts that they oftentimes give to us. Now what you see on your screen is a photograph that I took in 2016 at Ball Cemetery, and it shows what I call a drawing from a fairy. And it's on a leaf. It's on a dying leaf or a dead leaf. I thought this was very awesome, but I also discovered that it was a way to start introducing me to other things that they offered that were drawing related. So let's look. I'm one of those people who looks down all the time, pretty much when I walk, because I'm always looking for stones. And this is one of the stones that I found, and I see drawings on this stone. It's the perfect size for a rune, which I'll show you shortly. Here is the other side of that stone. This side is actually more detailed than the other side. And if you look towards the bottom of the stone, you can see what appears to be shoes. So I take this as it is depicting a humanoid who might wear shoes. So of course I think of us. Perhaps this is a stone specifically drawn for us. Now here is a picture of that same stone, both sides, so you can see them side by side. And I also put the stone by a quarter so that you could see the size. And I know that there is a difference in the coloring between the larger, the front and back side, and the picture with the quarter, but I had placed the stone originally under a fairly bright light, so it looks blue instead of gray as it actually is. There's also a little oddity to the shape because I'm not all that great at the pen tool in Photoshop, but it is the same stone as you can see from the picture on the right hand side, the larger one, and the picture that is next to the quarter. It is the same stone and pretty awesome. I'm calling it a Faerie Rune stone because it's just that cool. The next fairy gift is another stone, and as you can see, it also has a picture on it. This one actually is kind of more on the one end and on the side of the stone. So I had to hold this between my two fingers, take a picture, and cut it out that way so you could see the whole thing. And what I see on this one is a child. The head at the top, the two arms, one is kind of out, the other one is down beside the body, a dress, one foot back as though she's running, and the other foot forward. That is what I see on this. The other side has kind of a faded square that I did not include in this picture, but I thought this one was a pretty awesome stone as well. Again, I've given you a picture here of the stone next to a quarter, and you'll also see a difference in coloring in the stone also here because the larger one was taken under a much brighter light. But as you can see, they are pretty much the same size from the last one to this one, where they would be easy to hold in your hands if necessary, easy to toss onto your surface if you're using them as runes, or if you had as many fairy runes as needed for a bag for a rune reading, they would fit very nicely in a small bag as well. I have one more stone to show you, so that means so far the fairies have given me 3 runes over a period of, goodness, about 3 years. But I'm not always places that I can go rock hunting. That's kind of a shortage kind of thing here in Iowa. In other words, places to go rock hunting. Thought I should clarify that. Now this is one side of this rock, and if you look closely at it, at the top you can see, first thing, an eye with like an eyebrow going over top of it. And then the top of the head curves around like a skull would. There is also an ear, and then it's like the spine. You can see the spine going all the way down to the bottom of the stone. And if you look to the left of where the ear would be, it kind of looks like there might be the rest of the face, but that is actually kind of an indentation in the rock. It just is there that way. So this almost looks like a head on a stick in a way. I prefer to think of it as a head, neck, and spine. The other side of this rock, I'm not sure what to think. I can see a person sitting on top of it with like a hat on and a very kind of triangular face, but I can see the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. The mouth is close down to the triangle chin. I'm not sure if this person is riding in a boat, because underneath towards the bottom of the rock looks like waves. But whatever it is, it's a pretty cool looking fairy rune with a lot of detail in this one. And I don't know if like the sort of looking check mark that isn't connected to anything is like lightning, or again, it's all guessing. But this is the last rune that I have. So as I said, I have 3, and hopefully I can get out rock hunting a bit more come spring, long way away. Find some good places to go rock hunting here in Iowa, because I really do believe that the fairies give these runes as gifts to us. For what? I don't know yet, and perhaps that will eventually be revealed. As before, I am showing you the front and the back of this stone together, and also the stone next to the quarter with the boat guy side showing. And at first I thought that was a bug, by the way, until I looked a lot closer at it. So as you can see, this stone is not huge either. And if you compare the 3 stones, again, they are perfect rune size. And I feel very blessed to have received these runes from the fairies. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments about the pictures on these stones, and also hear any stories about stones you yourself have found that may pertain to the fairies as well. They seem to really enjoy drawing, and if it had not been for that very first picture I showed you at the start of this video, I might not have put 2 and 2 together. As the fairies drew that, the fairies are drawing these. So that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time around. Take care.